So I'm pretty sure I mentioned these psychology tests that I took. It's part of an assessment because I have a placement firm helping me look for work, and I get to say, do I want a regular job? Do I, I'm like, well, I want a 1099 or at worst a W-2 kind of situation. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. And and I want to work from home. And so I told him all of this by the phone, and we set up an appointment. And I had to do a bunch of tests and some, timed tests and psychological tests. Would you rather kill a puppy or, step on a fish? And really weird stuff that, that's just the way that it was. And so it's a psychological thing. The good thing is that this firm is not, it's not HR based. That stands for human resources, which I'm old enough that I started when they called that department personnel. Now they call it human resources. Frankly, I felt a little bit more endorsed in my humanity by personnel than human resources. Hey, I'm an employee. Oh, you're a human resource. Okay, so okay. But these guys are more from a psychological so I had to do those psych evals that I mentioned in a couple of videos ago. Well, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'm meeting this person um, at the Quimby Inn. If you want to show up and just make a sort of a random and random experience, woohoo! You could do that. Hopefully, nobody will. Um, and we're gonna have a little breakfast. I suggested we eat some breakfast at the while we have this meeting. We'll discuss my psychological evaluation, and that should excite a lot of you viewers that are totally obsessed with my psychological situation. And I don't blame you, by the way, Adam. Adam. I don't blame you for being obsessed with my psychological situation. It's rather fascinating, isn't it? So, I bought a suit, but I didn't buy a whole suit. I'm not wearing a tie. I just bought a pair of pants that match a jacket, and I bought them at LL Bean Outlet. So I got a like $150 jacket for $40, and I got a $65 pair of pants for $65, and I got a $70 pair of shoes for $35, and totally unrelated. I'm not wearing to the event. I bought a $100 pair of boots for $50. So that's right. Win. And look, LL Bean Outlet, one of the perks of being in Maine. LL Bean Outlet. Woo. So that's right. That's what I'm trying to make you jealous of. LL Bean Outlet, me and the LL Bean Outlet. Woo. So I'm going to this inn and to eat breakfast. I have a meeting at 8 o'clock. This guy's supposed to help me find jobs and tell me, what my outlook is, what my strengths and my weaknesses are. I did a bunch of tests. They graded them. He's gonna say, "Hey, you're good at thinking about math, but you suck at understanding people because people don't, they're fucked up, and you don't. You always assume they're great, and you're wrong. They suck." That's what I expect him to say. Not really. So it's 11:40 at night. I figured I should go to bed by midnight and get up by like 7:30. Head into Bar Harbor, where I'm going to be meeting him at 8 and not 9. I had that option, but I figured, what the fuck, let's meet him at 8. Yesterday we had Easter, which is when the Magic Bunny resurrected Jesus, as you all know. So, uh, I just love me some Magic Bunny. Magic bunnies are kick-ass. You can see on YouTube bunnies fight snakes and win. Bunnies way more. Also, butterflies way more tough and kick-ass than you think. Bunnies in the same category, way more kick-ass than you think. You just need to look at some realism, and you'll realize that Bugs Bunny, while obviously a cartoon and a caricature, is a lot more accurate than you might think. Because, bunnies are kick ass. It's true, there's some insight in that whole cartoon universe there. So, yeah, I don't know how we got on that subject, but it is true. Bunnies, ass, kick, check mark. So, anyway, I bought a suit. I bought a jacket. I got it. I went to Kohl's. They didn't have anything decent. And I went to LL Bean, which I feel like is I'm simpatico. LL Bean. Ooh, LL Bean. You were so comfortable. And so I got a jacket that was supposed to be $150, $60, and it was $40. And I got some black shoes that slip on so nice, and a pair of slacks that match. Also half price. It's a good time of year to go to the LL Bean outlet, which we have in Maine because LL Bean is from Maine. So fuck you. And sorry to deviate from the LL Bean vibe there because they very rarely say fuck you. They're more like, oh, you want to return this? Fine. What do you want? Nothing? Okay, here's your money back. LL Bean is awesome. So, I already feel like I'm setting down roots, roots into the ground. So, and I bought some boots so I can walk in the woods without getting my feet wet. So, that's going to pay off. And, yeah, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, going to this meeting, and this dude. It's funny because on the one hand, it's like, well, I want to impress him that, hey, I'm going to be easy to sell. I'm ready to sell out. Yeah, sure, sell me. On the other hand, it's like he's supposed to be on my side. It's like, you're not so good at this. You don't talk to people well. You're a little bit arrogant. So you should probably do this or that to accommodate that. And he's going to help me out. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. That's how I can fool people. Woot woot. So, that's what I'm doing in the morning. I don't know what you're up to. Yesterday we had, Easter dinner, turkey dinner with the family, with my wife's sister's family. They're such lovely people. They have a son and then two twin sons. And I just love them so much. They're so much better. They're much better people than me. It's nice to associate with them because, nobody's perfect. But they're such great people. And they're going to buy a speedboat and I'll water ski behind it. Yay! And we're all from our different places in life. And I can't help that I'm from a bunch of brigands and pirates and wastabouts and, like commanding officer murderers and stuff. I didn't do that. That's just where I'm from, baby. And they're much better people. But it's funny because they like the same kind of entertainment that I like Eastbound and Down. like that. I like that. My actual life is closer to that than them. They like it as fiction. I like it as realism, but whatever, you know what I mean. It's a pretty good woo woo simpatico, and what I'm saying is, I really like Maine, and I live on Mount Desert Island near Bar Harbor, which, if you know anything, is an excellent zip code to zip in.